What do y'all think will happen with Twitch? I mean, of course, again, we're all
Um,
taking wild guesses. I don't know. Because, like we said, or like Skull said in the article, or like the article said that Skull put up, I don't know. That's crazy that Amazon is so successful that $1 billion is nothing. But it is
yeah,
$1 billion, and it's not even a
yeah,
billion dollars, it's $2 billion, y'all. Uh,
yeah,
Profit is profit. And profit loss is very much profit loss. So
very much.
yeah, so if and I man, listen, I was told a long time ago. If you now that it's out there, you've heard me say for years that I've heard something about Twitch and I can't say, and I didn't say it, but I was told a long time ago, and I couldn't say anything, that Twitch does not make money, and I was told do not repeat that. And I said, "What the fuck you
Oops.
say it for?" But
Why didn't you tell me?
yeah, but I never said anything. I never said anything about it. And that's not listen, I'm not a business insider. I'm not trying to be like, oh, I knew something y'all didn't know. I'm not one of those people who, I hold secrets very well. But I'm not one of these people who take prides and I don't take pride in sitting back, I know a secret. No, nothing like that. I'm just telling you, putting things in perspective for you.
Right.
This was years ago that I was told this and was told not to say anything. But somebody told me. They said, yeah, we are not making money, man. All right. That's just how it is. Please do not repeat that. So, didn't say anything. But yeah, and that was coming from a very reliable source. So I thought, that, that was years ago. So I thought, well, maybe eventually, I don't know, maybe by the time we get to, I don't know, 2024, Twitch will be making money. Because this was like 6 years ago, maybe less, maybe 4 years ago, probably about 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe five. I don't know. Anyway, I was told a while back, and so I thought, well, businesses go through this phase where they lose money the first couple of years because it's considered an investment, and then it takes about 2, sometimes 3 years, sometimes more to get profitability, and Twitch does not seem to be getting there by these reports that I hear, and I have a reason to believe them. So all that said. What do you think the fate of Twitch will be, y'all?
Closing its doors down, is that an option? Like, we're done here, we're out of here. That is a real possibility. I don't know.
Twitch was for a while the only thing, and this is from IGN. Twitch is reportedly at risk of becoming a zombie brand. Twitch had a moment to capitalize on the pandemic, and it did nothing with that. And I even saw moments where it seemed like it was kind of desperate, but I didn't read into it too much at the time. But now it definitely seems like that. Like when they were telling me to come on, and they were saying, "Yeah,
Right.
we want to try to make ourselves a brand that's recognized beyond just gaming. We want to be recognized
Yeah.
for a talk show format now." And they were all behind that, and that fell off after a while. I mean, they still have the category of just chatting, but
Yeah.
they were talking about putting some serious efforts behind like money and things like that behind the talk show format or the in real life format, IRL. And
Right.
that seemed to kind of fade a little. The brand has also made a controversial string of decisions regarding sexual content guidelines. Yeah, that's a whole other weird thing. I mean, I've heard some things
Yeah.
about that. I won't even repeat that because I don't know how much truth there is to that, but I can actually kind of believe it. Let's see here. Twitch's biggest spenders, one of its strongest sources of revenue, have also spent less on subscriptions and donations, with internal projections suggesting that this trend might cost Twitch close to $250 million in revenue by the end of 2025. However, a spokeswoman for Amazon told the Wall Street Journal that the company still feels confident in Twitch's potential. They're it's a bad position because here's the thing with Twitch, as it is with a lot of platforms. And I can tell you it's very shaky ground. And to be in this kind of business, it's scary because you are depending on somebody else for your livelihood, if it is truly your livelihood. If you are making a living, and if you're making a good living, or if you're surviving, you're getting by, this is your thing. It's kind of a scary notion because if Twitch decides to go away, there are people who are making a living. Now, maybe they're not
Yeah.
making millions, They're not even, they might not even be making six figures. They might be making lower end of five figures, but it's enough for a person to get by.
Yeah, that's your rent, that's your groceries, utilities. It's enough, yeah, like enough to, sustain a.
And so now you're in this position where that's going to be a very bad look for Amazon if they do that. Again, they might not give a shit. They just might, hey, that's business. That's the risk you took. Whatever,
Yeah.
bitches. But they might pull out of there and leave people in the lurch like that. Their ad game is not as strong as it seems as Google's. So,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. And plus, it's easy to get paid. I think that it's much easier to get paid a higher amount of money on Google or YouTube than it is on Twitch. And believe me, I know, because I compare the two and I see how because thing is, Twitch is taking half of people's money, man. Like even when you subscribe, they're taking half your money, and that's because they have to, because they ain't making no money.
They gotta take yours, yeah. They gotta take yours. Now, why? Would they be in a better position? You think Twitch would be in a better position if they did that AdSense like Google and YouTube do? You think they'll be in a better position at this point?
Well, that's a tricky thing, because that's a system that Google put into place. Just like they have their search engine. That's their special sauce. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nobody knows what that special sauce is. Nobody knows what that algorithm is that makes Google the #1 search engine out there, and they're not sharing it.
It is interesting to see how, despite acquiring Twitch in what was it, 2014, that they have not figured out a system to make their system it's pretty common in tech to operate at a loss for a considerable amount of time until they figure out okay, this is how we keep things in the black.
This has always been a rough situation for me, because Twitch, obviously, they might not be profitable, but you got to admit they have a ton of users, and they got a lot of people. They have more eyeballs on it. But on doubletoasted.com, if I was to go there right now and really push it like I did when we first started, I could probably make more money over there than I can on Twitch. In fact, we were making more money on our own site.
Oops.
Yeah, we're making half of what we made on Double Toasted. The only thing is that we got what they call that exposure. Ooh, it's cold out here. I'm exposed. That's the only thing that we got, man. Twitch also has more features, more bells and whistles.
Yeah.
They have more. What would you call it? They have more features that allow you to be more interactive with your audience. So they got the money to do that kind of stuff. Of course, we have a very basic version of that on our site over here. But it didn't matter. We were making a lot more money. For one, nobody was taking half the subscription money that people were paying for. Maybe we didn't have all the bells and whistles that they have, but we did have more control over our content. We were able to do more stuff over there. We could show more than we can on Twitch. So it was a real big
gift.
Gift
and a curse.
It's a gift and a curse. Yeah, it was a real decision of, man, how am I gonna weigh these pros and cons? And the pros, they were nice, but they were more expensive. I'm sorry, the cons were more expensive than the pros, in that you're gonna lose money. You're gonna get some more eyeballs, but you're gonna lose money. I don't know if Twitch will actually go away unless you have something, because now they have their first big competitor. Now, say what you will about Kick, but Kick is, from what I understand, and tell me if I'm wrong, y'all, Kick is profitable, and Kick gives their users most of their revenue, 95%. It's a 95-5 split over there.
Sheesh.
Yeah, it's 50-50. It may be 70-30 if you're lucky and you're one of the higher creators, or you got a good deal in place on Twitch, but it's mostly 50-50. Yeah. Over on Kick is 95-5. Unless there's this big shift where all this news is coming out that Twitch is kind of losing money, things are shaky for them, and people start thinking, well, you know what? Maybe I should make that shift now, because all the benefits are for me. It's more stable over there. It's a company that's profitable, and I get more money when I'm over there. So I don't know, man. I don't know.